Welcome you all to my YouTube channel.
My dear students, today we will do the questions of the exercise 6C, which is based on the topic indices. In the last video we did first 6 questions of exercise 6C. Today I'll try to finish this exercise. I mean, we have 3 more questions in this exercise. So let's try to finish it by today itself, in this video itself. Question number 8, exercise 6C. Question 8, exercise 6C. Prove that x plus y to the power minus 1 multiplied by x to the power minus 1 plus y to the power minus 1 equals to 1 upon xy. Let us prove it. Start with left hand side. Which is x plus y whole power minus 1 multiplied by x to the power minus 1 plus y to the power minus 1. This term x plus y has its power minus 1. X plus y has its power minus 1. So to make the power minus 1 plus 1, we need to take the reciprocal of this base. Reciprocal of the base x plus y will be 1 upon x plus y. So we can write this as 1 upon x plus y. Since the power is minus 1, so we can consider that the power is plus 1, which we don't write, into this has 2 terms. Both the terms have their powers minus 1, minus 1. So to make these negative powers positive, we will have to write the reciprocal of each of the terms. So 1 upon x plus 1 upon y. This is the sum of fraction. We can add this, we can simplify this by finding out the LCM. So LCM of the denominators will be x into y. So we get here y, here x. I hope you are in class 9. I hope you all are knowing how to add the fractions. So you can see now, this bracket we have changed to this form, this bracket we have changed to this form. When we multiply 1 with y plus x, we will get y plus x, and in the denominator we will get the product of x plus y and xy. To simplify this fraction, you know that the common factors from numerator and denominator must be cancelled out. So we are cancelling out these common factors. So we get the result as 1 upon x plus y, and this one we wanted, so we can write right hand side proved. Second part. In second part we have x to the power minus 1 plus y to the power minus 1. Whole of this number is raised to power minus 1, and we want to prove this as xy upon x plus y. To prove this, we will start with left hand side, which is x to the power minus 1 plus y to the power minus 1, whole this number raised to power minus 1. So we will first change the terms of the bracket, terms inside the bracket, to the terms with positive power. These terms have negative powers, so we will change these terms to the terms with positive power. For that, we will have to write the reciprocal of these bases x and y. So we get 1 upon x and 1 upon y raised to minus 1. So we will first simplify, I mean we will first add the fractions as we added here. So LCM is xy, here we get y, then here x, the bracket has its power minus 1. So we have got a single term, fractional term, with numerator x plus y, denominator xy, which is the base and the power is minus 1. So this fraction is the base for exponential number with its power minus 1. So to make this power positive, we will have to take the reciprocal of this base, which is a fractional number. So reciprocal of this fraction will be xy upon y plus x, or x plus y. I have told you that we don't write the power 1. If you write, no problem, but it is actually xy upon x plus y, proved. RHS. Third one. What we have? A plus B plus C upon A plus B plus C upon A to the power minus 1 into B to the power minus 1 plus B to the power minus 1 into C to the power minus 1 plus C to the power minus 1 into A to the power minus 1. We have to simplify this fraction to get the result ABC. We will start with left hand side and write it as LHS, which is A plus B plus C upon A to the power minus 1, B to the power minus 1, B to the power minus 1 into C to the power minus 1, C to the power minus 1 into A to the power minus 1. So this is a fraction. We need to simplify this fraction to get this result. You can see in the denominator we have the sum of these three terms. Each of the three terms is exponential term. In every term you can see the power is negative. So we will change the powers to positive. For that we will write the reciprocal of the base. Here 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by B into 1 by C, 1 by C into 1 by A. Then in this step itself we will add these three fractions by finding the LCM. The LCM of AB, BC, CA will be A into B into C. Remember, numerator is A plus B plus C. So we are going to add these three products. But since these terms are fractional terms, so we go for LCM. So ABC divided by AB will give us C. C multiplied by 1, we get C. Here when we divide ABC by BC, we will get A, and multiply here A. Then similarly B. So what do we get finally? we get a plus b plus c upon c plus a plus b upon ABC. This one divided by a plus b plus c upon ABC, which is a complex fraction. This is complex fraction, and you have studied in class 4 itself how to simplify the complex fraction. A plus b plus c multiplied by reciprocal of this fraction you will take, which becomes ABC upon a plus b plus c. As I told you, if you have a fraction from the numerator and denominator, you can cancel out the common factors. So these are the common factors of numerator and denominator which you can cancel out. So you will get 1 multiplied by ABC, which becomes ABC. Hence we have got the result of RHS. So write RHS proved. Next is fourth one. What is that? That is 1 upon 1 plus x to the power b minus a x to the power c minus a 1 upon 1 plus x to the power a minus b plus x to the power c minus b plus third fraction 1 upon 1 plus x to the power b minus c plus x to the power a minus c. We want to get the sum of this as equal to 1. So let's get to prove this. We start with left hand side. Which is 1 upon 1 plus x to the power b minus a plus x to the power c minus a plus 1 upon 1 plus x to the power a minus b plus x to the power c minus b plus 1 upon 1 plus x to the power b minus c plus x to the power a minus c. Three fractions we have. Three fractions. We want to add these three fractions to get the result 1. So we will not take LCM here. We have to take LCM, but we will not take LCM at this step. To simplify the sum of these three fractions, first we will change the terms of each of the fraction. This one and this one, which are exponential terms. Each of these exponential terms we will change to the fractional terms. How? Please see. 1 upon 1 plus. This exponential term can be written as x to the power b upon x to the power a by using the converse of quotient law. Quotient law says that when two exponential numbers with the same base are divided, then to get the quotient we need to get the difference of the powers of the numerator and denominator, keeping the base same. So here using that we will get x to the power b minus a. So here it is x to the power b minus a. So use the converse law. You can write this as the division of x to the power b and x to the power a. Similarly, this can be written as the division of x to the power c and x to the power a. Using the same law, we can change these all remaining 4 plus x to the power c upon x to the power a plus change these to 1 plus x to the power a upon x to the power b, x to the power c upon x to the power b. Now the last one, 1 plus x to the power b upon x to the power c, x to the power a upon x to the power c. So what have I done? I have changed the denominator of these fractions into the sum of fractions. Now you can see we had three terms. No, now we have three terms in this step, but these two are fractional terms. Here it was not fractional. I have changed to fractional. So as I did in the last question, we will add the three terms by LCM process. So get the LCM, x to the power a. So x to the power a divided by 1, we will get x to the power a. X to the power a multiplied by 1. This remains x to the power b. This remains x to the power c. Come here. X to the power b is the LCM. You will get here x to the power b, x to the power a, x to the power c. Go to the last one and add x to the power c. You will get x to the power c plus x to the power b plus x to the power a. So what have you got? You have got 1 upon this fraction, x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c upon x to the power a. Similarly, this second one can be changed to 1 upon x to the power b, x to the power a, x to the power c. Arrange it and write it as x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c upon x to the power b. The last one, 1 upon x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c upon. So each of the three complex fractions should be changed to simple fraction, and you know how the complex fraction can be changed to simple fraction. So using that concept, we will get here x to the power a upon x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c, x to the power b upon x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c, x to the power c upon x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Take the LCM. To add these three fractions, simple fractions, take LCM. You can see since the denominators are same to same, so LCM will be the denominator itself, x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. That will be the LCM. So when you divide this LCM by the denominator, you will get 1 multiplied by x to the power a will give you x to the power a, this one x to the power b, x to the power c. So what have you got? You have got, after adding a fraction with same numerator and denominator, so you can cancel out and you will get the result 1. You can write here RHS proved. Next one, ABth root of x to the power a upon x to the power b into BCth root of x to the power b upon x to the power c into CAth root x to the power c upon x to the power a. We want to get the product equal to 1. We want to get the product equal to 1. Let us, I hope you know that in this product each of the term is written in surd form. All these three numbers are in surd form. I hope you know how to change these surd form to exponential form. If not, I will explain you. Okay. So this fraction x to the power a upon x to the power b has the power, this surd can be changed to exponential form. So this will be converted to this base x to the power a upon x to the power b raised to 1 by b. What is the rule? If we have a number here, the base is x and the index is 1 by 2. Another one. Here, the base is x, the index is 1 by 3. Means it can be written as x to the power 1 by 3. This can be written as x to the power 1 by 2. So if we have, so here the base is x cube and that base has index 1 by 4. So this can be written as x cube to the power 1 by 4. So let's use the same concept here and write the each of these three in exponential form using the concept what I gave you here. So this can be written as x to the power a upon x to the power b raised to 1 by ab, x to the power b upon x to the power c raised to 1 by bc, x to the power c upon x to the power a raised to 1 by ca. Now use the power law. Power law says that power should be multiplied. So we get a by ab x to the power, b by ab, come to second one, b by bc. When you multiply b by 1 by bc, you will get b by bc, x to the power c by bc, c by ca, a by ca, cancel out. So you will get x to the power a by b, 1 by b, x to the power 1 by a, x to the power 1 by c, x to the power 1 by b, x to the power 1 by a, x to the power a cancel 1 by c. Okay. So what have you got? You have got the product in the numerator, product in the denominator. So how you simplify if you have a fraction in which in the numerator multiplication is there, in the denominator multiplication is there? To simplify that, what you do? You cancel out the common factors from the numerator and denominator. So let's cancel out x to the power 1 by b, so we get 1 into 1 into 1, 1 into 1 into 1, so 1, proved. So we have done all parts of question number 8. Now let's do question number 9. Before doing question number 9, I would like to give you one formula of factorization. X cube minus y cube is equal to x minus y, x square minus plus xy plus y square, or x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to x plus 1 by x. Second one, x square minus 1 plus 1 by x square. This formula you have studied in the chapter factorization. Factorization, I mean, if you have the sum or difference of cubes, this is sum of cubes, this is difference of cubes, then that expression has two factors, like this or like this. So if you remember this formula, you would be able to do question number 9, first part, easily. We have p to the power 1 by 3 minus p to the power minus 1 by 3 into p to the power 2 by 3 plus 1 plus p to the power minus 2 by 3, which is quite similar to this form. I am not saying exactly this form. In the first bracket, difference. So we will to get the result, to get the product, if we go for formula, we can find the answer easily in less time. So what formula do we use? We will need to mention, otherwise we will not get the full marks in the exam. We need to mention the formula what we use. So let us do it by the proper steps. We will write p to the power 1 by 3 as x, then p to the power minus 1 by 3 will be 1 by x. I hope you know that when the power is made negative, we need to take the reciprocal of the base. So p to the power 1 by 3 is x, or p to the power minus 1 by 3 will be 1 by x. So this can be changed to, then this can be changed to x minus 1 by x, quite similar to this. So therefore this can be written as x minus 1 by x, and this can be written as x square plus 1 upon x square. X minus 1 by x, x square plus 1 by x square. See this, if x plus 1 by x we have, then this is x cube plus 1 by x cube. If we have x minus 1 by x, then this product will be equal to x cube minus 1 by x cube. So this can be written as x cube minus 1 by x cube. इसका प्रोडक्ट इस कॉन्सेप्ट से हो जाएगा x क्यूब माइनस 1 by x cube. So resubstitute the value of x is p to the power 1 by 3. So p to the power 1 by 3 raised to 3, 1 by x can be written as p to the power minus 1 by 3 raised to 3. This is cube, so write here power cube. P to the power 3 by 3 minus p to the power minus 3 by 3, 3 cancel, 3 cancel, so we get p minus p to the power minus 1, which will become p minus 1 upon p. So the product of this one will be p minus 1 upon p. Second part of this question, what we have? We have square root 11 plus square root 3 raised to 1 by 3. Square root 11 minus square root 3 raised to 1 by 3. So both the brackets have the same power. Both the brackets have same power. So we can write the product like this: root 11 plus root 3 multiplied by root 11 minus root 3 whole power 1 by 3. Because both the bases have same power, so there is a law which says that first we should multiply the bases and write the power only once. I mean, you all know that ab whole power 2 can be written as a square b square. So conversely, a square b square can be written as the square of ab. Similarly, if we have this to the power 1 by 3 and this one to the power 1 by 3, so first we will multiply the bases and write the power only once, 1 by 3. Same thing I have done. I have first multiplied the base and write the power once only. So in the bracket, just look at the terms what you have written. Root 11 plus root 3, root 11 minus root 3, which is in the form of a special product a plus b and a minus b. So which gives the answer as root 11 square minus root 3 square. So root 11 square becomes 11, root 3 square becomes 3 raised to 1 by 3. 11 minus 3 is 8, 8 to the power 1 by 3. 8 can exponentially be written as 2 cube. So that cube means 3 and 1 by 3 should be multiplied. So we get 2 to the power 1, which is 2. Therefore the simplified answer of this product is 2 and simplified answer of this product is p minus 1 by 2. So I have done question number 9. Now 2 more questions are left out. We will do today itself. Question number 10. We have 3 to the power x equals to 5 to the power y equals to 45 to the power z. With the help of this statement, we want to prove x equals to 2yz, x equals to 2yz upon y minus z, x equals to 2yz upon y minus z. Let's do. We have an exponential statement, but what we want has no exponential terms. This statement has exponential terms, but what we want to prove has no exponential term. It means somehow we have to remove the bases. Somehow we have to remove the bases. How do we remove? Please look at and learn. Let 3 to the power x equals to 5 to the power y equals to 45 to the power z equals to k. Let this be k. So what shall we write? 3 to the power x equals to k, 5 to the power y equals to k, 45 to the power z equals to k. And I have told you how to remove this power. In the live class I have explained you how to remove this power. To remove this power we have to take the reciprocal power of both the sides. So reciprocal of x is 1 by x. So we will have to raise each side by raise. I am saying we will have to raise each of the base on both the sides by the power 1 by x. So 3 to the power x raised to 1 by x, k raised to 1 by x. So what do we get? X cancel. I have used shortcut method. So 3 equals to k to the power 1 by x. So using this concept, this can be written as 5 equals to k to the power 1 by y and 45 equals to k to the power 1 by z. No. After that, since I have expressed each of the base, I mean 3, 5 and 45 in terms of k. So we will use a trick to get that result. What that trick is? That trick is we will write the prime factorized form of 45. 45 equals to 3 into 3 into 5. 45 can be replaced by k to the power 1 by z. 3 can be replaced by k to the power 1 by x. Another 3 can be replaced by k to the power 1 by x. 5 can be replaced by k to the power 1 by. So on the right side of this statement, we have the product of 3 equal bases. So using the product law, we can write the result as k to the power 2 by x plus 1 by y, because 1 by x plus 1 by x, when you add you will get 2 by x. So 2 by x plus 1 by y. So k to the power 1 by z equals to k to the power 2 by x plus k to the plus 1 by y. Remove the bases. How? There is a concept which says that if two numbers with the same base are equal, the bases are equal, then their powers are also equal. So we can write 1 upon z equals to 2 upon x plus 1 upon y. How? On comparing the powers. Now you see, we are about to get the result. This expression has no exponential term, and we wanted to get the result without exponential term. So here x is the subject. So let's try to make x the subject from this equation. चलिए कोशिश करते हैं इस इक्वेशन से x को सब्जेक्ट बनाने का. So to make x the subject, इसको इधर भेजिए. 2 by x equals to 1 by z minus 1 by y. Take LCM. You will get y minus z. Take the reciprocal of both the sides. You will get yz upon y minus z, x by 2. Reciprocal of 2 by x will be x by 2. Reciprocal of this will be zy upon y minus z. Do the multiplication. You will get x equals to 2yz upon y minus z. So we have got the result. We have proved it. So this was a tricky question. You can practice this question more and more. Once, twice, thrice. You need to practice it, and important also. Now the next and last is question number 11. What we have? We have x equals to a into b to the power p minus 1, a b to the power q minus 1, z equals to a b to the power r minus 1. We have the values of x, y and z, and what we want to prove? We want to prove that x to the power q minus r multiplied by y to the power p minus q, y to the power r minus p multiplied by z to the power p minus q equals to 1. Let's prove. LHS, x to the power q minus r. Put the value of x, a b to the power p minus 1 raised to q minus r. At the place of y, put a b to the power q minus 1 raised to r minus p. At the place of z, put this value, a b to the power r minus 1 raised to p minus q. When a number written in exponential form is raised to another power, the powers must be multiplied. Using that concept, we will get a to the power q minus r, b to the power p minus 1 multiplied by q minus r, a to the power r minus p, b to the power q minus 1 multiplied by r minus p. Similarly, here we get a to the power p minus q multiplied by b to the power r minus 1 into p minus. We have three numbers a with the same base. Another one b, another three numbers with the same base. So we have two numbers a and b with the same base. No. So what shall we do? We will add the powers, because we see that there is a product. So we will write here a to the power q minus r plus r minus p plus p minus q, then b to the power these two, p minus 1 q minus r plus q minus 1 r minus p plus r minus 1 p minus q. In this addition, you can see the like and opposite sign we can cancel out, minus r plus r. So we get a to the power 0. But to get this, to simplify this sum, we will have to first do the multiplication. So we get pq minus pr minus q plus r plus qr minus qp minus r plus p plus RP minus RQ minus P plus Q. Let us see what we can cancel out. Plus PQ. Here I think something is wrong. QR minus QP. Something is wrong here. Let me check. PQ minus PR minus Q plus R. QR minus QP minus R plus P minus R plus P. Then RP minus RQ minus P plus Q. Okay. So plus PQ, do we have minus PQ? Minus PR plus PR minus Q plus Q plus R minus R plus QR minus QR minus P plus P. So what do we get? A to the power 0, B to the power 0. So 1 into 1 equals to 1. Hence R hand side, right hand side. So I have done all the questions of this, all the remaining questions of this exercise 6C, my dear students. In the next video we will be doing the questions of exercise 6D. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the channel, and keep practicing for the examination point of view. Bye bye. See you in the next video.